the transit at the Great Mosque of Ciamis. So here we are talking and playing some games. And then after that, we did some interviews of the local people there talking about the Ciamis town. And then I slept, okay, because I was tired. 1:30 in the morning, we ride a train from Ciamis to Magetan. It was a 7-hour ride. And here we are arriving at Magetan, and Pa Hendrik, the owner of Kampung Magang, picked us up with a car. It was a 1-hour drive, and we finally arrived at Kampung Magang. And the view is literally worth it. It was very breathtaking. The next day, I'm gonna show you something very, very pretty. It's the sunrise. It is so beautiful that you cannot take your eyes off of it. We jogged a little and then we did a morning stretching to make ourselves feel good. But look at the sun. Look at the sun. Hold up. Look at the mountain. It is so pretty. On my first day of the internship, we went to Mbak Lily's garden, and then we learned how to make a planting media. We fill these long plastic bag with ground dirt and then tie it up to make a planting media. And then I think we at least made 10 of these or more. After we make those planting media, we put it in a tray like this with gaps on them so we can cut it up. We cut it up with a saw, and you have to cut it up with actually all your power, so it was actually pretty hard for me. And then we set the planting media side by side carefully until it's all filled, so we can finally plant those seeds. And then we talked to Mbak Lily, and her story was very, very inspiring. She was very, very great. And if I have a spare time in the afternoon, I like to wash my clothes if I want to rewear them or so. We have to tie this cucumber plant so it grows how they're supposed to be, and we have to tie all of these. So I start to shred these ropes to 10 pieces so we can have much more ropes to tie the cucumber plant with. After that, I started to tie the cucumber plant, so I usually took 1 or 2 shafts of the plant and tie it together, not very tightly so it can still grow. We visit the production of tempe, and these are made from self-planted soybeans, which is cool. This is how you make it. So you put the soybeans in the middle of it, and then you fold the left and the right part of it, and then you fold it back. And then you just tie it, and it's pretty easy once you get the handle of it. And over here we try to make our own batik. So first we trace the pattern that we want to make, and then this was my first time making batik, so it was kind of hard, but it was an interesting experience. And then this is called menyanting. This was the hard part, I can say. This is new to me, but it's actually fun, and then after that we get to color it however we want it to be. And here we saw the making of bikang. It's actually very similar to a cupcake, but the texture is almost the same as bika ambon. So that's very, very interesting. And we also made lemper. I know everybody knows that, but the hardest part in here was actually wrapping it all up with leaves. It's actually hard. In our last day, we visit this cane work made out of bamboos, and they probably have produces thousand, even hundreds, like 100,000s, and they made baskets and sizes, and it was impressive, I can say. And here we saw the process, the making of bolu and kue lika-liku, and I've never heard of it. It was pretty interesting and it tastes great. And also the bolu tastes like bika ambon. Why does it taste like bika ambon? It's so similar. I don't know. It's confusing, but it tastes good.